5 tips to help you forgive someone who hurt you emotionally. Has someone recently hurt you? You may find it difficult to forgive the person who caused the harm, whether it was done on purpose or by accident. This might be because you don't believe the person who wronged you deserves forgiveness, or because you don't know where to start. So why would you forgive one who has emotionally wounded you, and how should you do it? The explanation is straightforward: unforgiveness may be destructive for your overall health. This scripture highlights that point. Unforgiveness is a negative emotional response that undermines forgiveness and is marked by anger, irritation, and sometimes fear. And, like other sources of prolonged stress, it will have a negative effect on health. On the other side, forgiveness produces a happier and better mental and physical health. In this video, I'll show you aspects of what makes forgiveness so effective, as well as how to forgive those who have emotionally wounded you. Unforgiveness is a negative emotional reaction that contradicts forgiveness and is marked by anger, irritation, and sometimes fear and is detrimental to your health. While decisional forgiveness is the decision to forgive and interact nicely toward the person who has wounded you, anger and other emotions may remain. Emotional forgiveness replaces negative feelings with positive ones. In the long term, emotional forgiveness is preferable to decisional forgiveness. Nevertheless, decisional forgiveness may sometimes lead to emotional forgiveness. Forgiveness provides mental health benefits such as enhanced sense of well-being, self-acceptance, and capacity to deal with challenges. In married couples, forgiveness can significantly improve marital satisfaction. Here are 5 easy steps you can utilize to forgive someone who has emotionally injured you. Forgiveness practice can lower stress hormones, which can lead to a stronger immune system and fewer health-damaging behaviors. 1. Although emotional forgiveness may be favored over decisional forgiveness, the choice to embark on a path is the first step. The same would be relevant here. Occasionally forgiveness may come on its own. You may wake up one day to find that you are no longer angry and hurt about something or at someone, but the proactive approach has to start with the decision to try and forgive. The decision to forgive is correlated with greater forgiveness and happiness down the road. However, the decision to forgive may come with a set of expectations for yourself. You may think that the negative emotions will disappear by the end of the week, or that you will be able to have a conversation with the person who hurt you without wanting to cry. Most likely that is not the case, because the decision to forgive is only the first step. Instead, take your time and follow the road, and you will end up in the right place. The decision to forgive may take time, too. Maybe you are reading this article because of a recent argument and you think you're ready to forgive. That may be the case, but maybe you need some more time to properly feel and work through the anger and hurt. Trust yourself. If forgiveness doesn't feel right at this moment, then it probably isn't. 3. If you're reading this article because your friends and loved ones tell you it's time to let go of something, then bookmark the page and come back when you feel that the time is right. The golden rules of forgiveness: you should always forgive for your own sake, not someone else's. Forgiveness isn't something you do for the person who wronged you, it's something you do for yourself. Forgive because you want to move on and feel better, not because the person who hurt you deserves it or because people close to you think you should do it. 4. If you have been hurt, the following utterance may be quite familiar to you: I don't understand how they could do something like this to me. What kind of person would do this to someone? Thus, forgiveness may be aided by trying to put yourself in the other person's shoes for a moment. That does not mean that you should seek to justify the actions that hurt you. Rather, try to see where the actions might have come from. Keep in mind that even if you can understand the other person's behavior towards you, it does not mean that you don't have the right to be hurt anymore. Understanding does not mean forgiving right away, but it can be a powerful tool on the road to forgiveness. It requires some conscious effort, but in a conflict, always try to see where the other party is coming from. Occasionally, this practice helps to protect you from getting your feelings hurt, thus preventing the need for forgiveness. 5. The time is right, you have made the decision to proactively be forgiving, and you have empathized. But you still feel angry, hurt and frustrated. Talking or writing about it might help. If you just need a friendly ear, then talk to your friends or loved ones. If you feel that you would prefer a more structured approach or professional insight, look into counseling opportunities near you. If you feel that talking about your experience is impossible, you can try writing a letter. Research has shown that expressive writing with empathy and understanding in mind can promote forgiveness, and it is a common therapeutic technique. You can start by writing down what happened and how you felt about it, or you can write down how you think the person who hurt you feels or why they acted that way. You don't have to send the letter to the person who hurt you. Just like forgiveness itself, this letter is just for you. You can leave the letter in a drawer and reread it later, or burn it. Of course, like all things worth having, forgiveness isn't easy to achieve, but with a little work, time, and some help from the ideas outlined above, you can learn to let go of the anger and move on to better things. If you're struggling to forgive someone who has hurt you emotionally, or if you feel like sharing your journey on the road to forgiveness, I'd love to hear all about it in the comments below. As you get better at understanding forgiveness, you're guaranteed to better steer your life in a better direction. That's the road to happiness. Are you finding it hard to forgive someone who's hurt you emotionally? Or do you want to share your own experience on handling forgiveness? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below.